maybe you hear some purring. I got my cat here. And I will be doing some more coding today, some more Minimicro. But this time, maybe, let me have a look if I can share the stream with some other people. How do I do that actually? Do I get a share button somewhere? You might see I'm pretty new to this. But I guess I can probably just share my channel, right? So if I go to Twitch, I'm now on Twitch. Amazing. And I click on myself and I click on my channel. Amazing. And I click on myself. Yes, there's something, and I also even have that cool feedback. Amazing. I removed that again because I don't want to be watching myself. And I will just for now share it with the Minimicro Discord or Miniscript Discord. Maybe somebody is interested in just following along. If not, that's also fine. It's basically, this is for me to just have a good time today. Okay, so let's go to the social media thing. Up. And share this thing over there. I am currently on Twitch again. If some to drop by, feel free. And there is the link, and that's it. So, yeah, let's go. What do I want to do? I want to today, currently I'm working on, like, we're starting a games project. The games project will be done in Unity, but I thought I could try to implement a prototype in Minimicro. And there's some reasons for that. One of them being, if I do it in Minimicro, I might be forced to focus on it. Also, I just want to get back into the habit of doing stuff with Miniscript and with Minimicro and have some fun there. But yeah, basically to do that, I think the best thing would be for me to open my PowerShell for now. Then let's go to my Git directory and I make a directory. The project is about swamp restoration, so I will just call this Minimicro swamp for now. It doesn't really matter. So, amazing. I just initialized the Git repository here. It's just a local repository. It's not on GitHub or anything. Maybe in the end I will also share this with you, but for now this is just for me to work. Okay, cool, amazing. So, what will I do? I will create a Minimicro game for that. Let's open up Minimicro, and for now, I think the best would be to create a mini disk or like use a folder in my Git repository as the mini disk. So I think I will probably use VS Code for coding, not only in the Minimicro environment. Even though the editor in Minimicro is actually quite nice or good enough. So let's show you how to do that. For now, I unmount the user disk. I will randomly click stuff that I didn't intend to click, and I want to mount a folder. Amazing. So you can see a lot of stuff here. I go into my Git. I go in my Git to the Minimicro swamp. And in there, let's make a mini disks or mini disk folder, and let's get that one. See, now there's nothing in here. Right, so, and let's talk about a little bit what I want to do for that. Let me get a Trello for you and try to not show you too much of other Trellos I don't want to show you. Yeah, that was my Trello that I wanted to work on. So first step I want to work on is setting up a Hexgrid, and I know that I could use the tile map, like there's tile display in Minimicro that would support that. But as I want to later also rotate tiles, and I just want to like figure out how tiles work in general a little bit, I think I will just do it myself using sprites this time. So yeah, and that would be my first task for me. So right now we want to create some we want to create a tile map. Okay, so I also said I'm probably gonna write in Visual Studio Code. So let's open up some stuff here and open up the actual folder I want to work on, which is this one. Up. Here we are. There's the mini disk, and in there I will now just create a mini script file. What will I call it? I will just call it game for now. So there's my game, and let's just write a hello world for now to see if everything worked. Okay, and that does not work how I wanted to. Oh, in the mini disk? No, we're not. So let's move it. Oh, that's just cool. I got the cute chinchilla in there. I didn't know that. Do you work now? Yes, it does. And I run the game. Hello world. Okay, script is there. Script works. So let's think about how could we create a hex grid and how that would work. So I guess first thing I would need is kind of a picture of a hexagon. So let's use let's use Google. Let's look for a hexagon shape. Or you know what? I think I have a Sprite. If not, I can get a Sprite. So let's open up Steam, get a Sprite, and also use this to like try if we can go into some pixel art again. Get back into the habit of doing stuff. Okay, so a Sprite is downloaded. We launch it, and we are here. You know, a Sprite it's a pixel art tool, and for now I want to create a hexagon with like 265, and I guess the best way would to calculate thirds. So 265 divided by 3 is 85 and something. But that probably means, I have a look here, it's 95. So I got 85 here, and up there I just need to get the middle would be here. You know what? That's a weird folder. Let's get to my folder. So we say the mini disk is here. And here I want a folder called images. I would just work with a PNG for now. Nothing fancy. And I create one hexagon. Right. Now, can I do this smarter? Probably. Can I, first of all, show a grid? Yes, I can show a grid. Can I also use a symmetry tool? No. Symmetry options. Ah, there they are. So I use symmetry options for now. If I do that with symmetry options, I think I just need to do half of the work. Not even, right? Okay. And we see this doesn't work because I probably have an error in my brain. So let's think about this. We're gonna want to have a hexagon and a hexagon. So maybe I just need to fill half on every side at the beginning. So 4 of the big ones. Right. Will that already create a hexagon for me? Or is that an octagon? That's an octagon. Crazy. How does a hexagon look like? Who knows? Here. Here. That's a hexagon. Let's fill that up. Okay, my friends. I hope I was successful. That looks like a hexagon. Nope. Okay. I take it for now. Something about it looks off, but I think it's correct. So we have the hexagon, not the hexagon. So rename this. And I will for now just figure out how to draw a picture in Minimicro. So let's draw one hexagon. Because I don't remember anything. So, but here is the Miniscript page. And on the Miniscript page, let's go to the wiki and let's have a look at Sprite. Because I remember Sprite exists.
She's got a lot of talent there.
So, we have images that can be added to the Sprite display. Coffee.
Oh, today wasn't unusual.
And
But after this, there'll be no more distractions.
so we got an X position, a Y position. This would be for solder, but I'm not looking to look at solder right now. I don't remember how this works at all, but there's an example here. And I'm pretty sure this works. For Minimicro at least. Okay, so in our script, we are here in our script. I stop printing hello world. And for now, I just say my sprite is a new sprite. And then the sprite image file, load image. Now, we don't need to do. We can use relative paths, I think, right? So, images hexagon.png would work. And now, so that can now be pushed or set to a position. So for now, let's set the X position to 480 like it is here, and set the Y position to 320. And now let's push it to the. Let's just push the sprite to the sprite display and have a look what this looks like. It's better to just try out stuff, right? So reset, clear, and run game. Sprite 0 is unknown because there I wrote Sprite 0. Don't want to do that. Fuck. Okay, this worked. It's a pretty big hexagon, to be honest. Also I got some dots here. So back to a sprite, have a look. Yes, there's some problem here. Save this again. Clear, reset, run game. S cleared and reset it, but apparently no. Yeah, that was my problem here. The hexagon PNG, not the hexagon. Let's rename and do this again. And now we have a normal hexagon. Okay, cool. So my hexagon picture is way larger than I need it to be. So let's see. And it is currently not exactly what I want to happen. Anyways, let's think about this. So in a first step, I will now size it down, and I'm gonna use Photoshop to get some like weird anti-aliasing in there, because I don't like the jaggies that I see here, which I used pixel art editor A Sprite, so that will create it, but let's have a look if we can work with that. And you can see I'm already getting super sidetracked. But that's fine, because I'm working for fun today. Drop this in here. Come on. Get the hexagon in Photoshop. Don't you love this? So then reveal in File Explorer. Here's the hexagon. Take you and I drop you here. Amazing. And I will just now export it as a PNG. Nope. That's not where I want to be. I want to export as. That's what I want to do. What I want to do is I want to scale it down. Do I want to scale it down even more to like a... I think for now that would be what I want. And I use bicubic. So now we export. So hop, that's not where it's supposed to go. It's supposed to go Where are you supposed to go? You're supposed to go here. In my swamp, in my mini disc, in here. Just override this. Hop. Great. And closed. And let's run it in Minimicro again. So hop, start Minimicro. Here we are. And we run game.ms. And we got a nice hexagon in the middle. Okay. So now to make not just a hexagon, but a hex grid, what would I do? I think the first thing I would do is create a second image where I cut out the thing in the middle and I just have the grid lines. So, Photoshop. Sorry, I closed you too early. I need you again. Isn't it amazing how long it can take for Photoshop to open up? Okay, now everybody is allowed to see my very embarrassing Photoshop skills. But I think we can manage, right? Now, can I somehow just select everything? Wasn't there like this? Not this tool, not the lasso. Also not this tool. But one that I can select with. Move tool, marquee tool. Am I on the layer? Yes, select. All. That's not what I want. Also, please, no.
Show you your own life.
Object selection. That looks what I want. The magic wand. Amazing. So now if I have this and I say I select, I can remove the selection. Can I also shrink the selection?
Ayahuasca will show you absolutely clearly and honestly really
modify.
Sometimes you may have
contract selection. Does that do what I want?
Absolutely the right thing to do.
Not fully.
Ayahuasca will show you it was the wrong thing to do. It will show you that anger and ego and arrogance and
impossible to do. To just shrink the selection in every direction. So welcome, this is now called the look. So contract. Ah, that's what I wanted. Now I removed this here. And probably we should blur everything here a little bit. Great. So as to not have it too not have it too jagged, and now I will just remove something here and remove something here, and I'm pretty sure there is so many better ways of doing this, but this is now my way. And let's clear, let's reset, and let's run my game. Okay, that's something. That's something for now. Okay. So now let's think. How would I make a grid? And especially how would I make a hexagon grid of some kind? I think we could start by just not drawing just one hexagon and putting it here, but I will draw a hexagon, like, treat the hexagon like a square for now. Right? That would work. Because we have local bounds, we have world bounds. So local bounds, position 0, 0, no rotation, let's compute the world bounds for this. Okay, but that what I would need to do, right? So let me start with an idea. So rather than doing this, I will first of all start with a clear statement. Right, and I will also end with a clear statement. So no, I can't end with a clear statement. I don't have a loop yet. So now, this part here is what I want to loop. But I only need to load this image once, right? So I can say the hexagon image is file load image images hexagon dot png. And in here, I will only do this. Yes. So I load the image here, and here I will set it like this. Now here, these two are things that I actually want to now loop over. Okay, so I have it now at 64 by 64. So let's get the trusty old calculator out there and try to figure out the Minimicro screen size. It is 960 by 640. Yes. So let's say 960 divided by 64 is 15. And 640 divided by 64 is 10. I can't even type it. Anyways, it's 10. So 15 by 10 is what happens if we create just a square grid. And I will start with that. So we begin with for the row in range 0 to 14 and 4, and for that I want to for call in range 0 to 9 and n4. We do some indentation. Good. Now this here I put in here, and now to this. This is now 64 times col, and this is 64 times row, and this is probably not smart, so let's say x, so it's like tile width 64 tile height, because I'm pretty sure I need this later. Also width and height, super annoying words for me to type. I don't know them. I'm too bad to type them. But it's fine. Actually, What do I... height? Yeah. Of course I wrote it wrong. That's alright. Good, so... this would be my width. This would be my height. And then I guess, because we have it in the middle, if I'm correct, I also need to add half of it. And here as well. Okay, let's see if this works, right? Let's try it. Might look weird. Okay, cool. Did I think I flipped something here. I mean, I don't really think. I'm pretty sure I flipped something here because this is not what I wanted to happen. Rows from 0 to 9 and columns from 0 to 14, of course. Amazing. So, this is not what we want, right? This is not what we want because we want it staggered. So how staggered? How do I stagger it? I do stagger it by giving it offsets, right? And then I probably also get way more in there. So, first of all, every second row, no, like every second column will have one less. So, here we can say that's nasty. Because we have to go col row, so I mean, probably you can also do it in the other way. Let's look at this for now. So if I do it with row, no, how I drew them, I have to offset the columns. So let's flip columns and row around for now. That should work by just exchanging the numbers. Alright. Alright. Okay, nothing changes. Very well. That's good. Don't really want anything to change. No. Let's go. So, for the row in the range from 0 to 9, and for the column in the range from 0 to 14. And I want to say end or number of rows is 9 minus col mod 2. No, let's put some parentheses there because I never know. And here, instead of doing this, we'll do this. Number of rows. And let's have a look. Okay, cool. That does what I wanted to do. So every second one of those needs to be one less, because we will now shift this around. Okay. Now, if it is one that has only 8. So if col modulo 2. If call modulo 2, then and end if. And we can say, oh, do we want? We would have a y offset. Y offset is 0. And but if column modulo 2 is 1, so it's true, then the y offset would be the tile height times half of it. Alright, and here we just say not only this, but also plus the y offset. Let me have a look. Does this work? Yes, that works. That works how I want it to work. Now, how much is actually every second row offset? So this is not the number, the width times the column, but it is also minus the tile width times half. It's not. Okay, yes, because that just offsets everything the same. The x offset is the tile width half, so where's the star? Here's the star. 0.5, and that times the column. And now we also add an x offset here. Now let's see if I'm correct. Okay, no, that's completely wrong. Because it is actually minus this. Nope. Still wrong. Let's do some experimental programming. Ah, that's it. That is it. That is it. Cool. Now, let's count. So 9 is the correct height, but I think we could get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more or something here. I just, if we have the instant feedback, just take the instant feedback. That was one too many, I think. Okay, that's okay for now. That's okay for me. Still looks a bit weird, I guess. Hi, I'm not using hexagonal architecture. No, sorry. I'm actually just wrestling with hexagons. So, very deep, very different thing. Very different thing. But nice that you're here. This is a mini script and Minimicro, which is more like it's like a retro virtual machine that does not really exist. It's like best if you just hang out a bit and look at it to see what it is, but it's not in the realm of microservices, or at least what I'm doing is not in the realm of microservices. It's more in the area of game development. But for me, it's just relaxing today. So, back to what I'm doing. No, this is ugly. Actually, I would want the lines on the outside probably, and therefore to overlap. So let's go back to my drawing board, which I call a Sprite now. And let's just do a Sprite. Again. So, and we now know we have 64 times 64, right? And if I add this to a 68 by 68 and I do a 4 pixel wide grid, that could just work. Okay, so now let's start with what did I want to start with? Let's here go to 24. Make this. Make it here as well. 24, and here we go to the 63. Alright, no, I'm not right. Here I want to go. Symmetry tool on would have been nice. The other one as well. Do I need to do anything else? Yes, that's not. Oh. Delete, 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 delete. Back for more. Ah, I can move these symmetry lines somehow. To be here and to be here and here, and fill this in. No. I think this is better. Now let's get rid of my symmetry and put this in the middle here. Are we good? Are we good? 2 here, 2 here, 2 here. So it's now in the middle. I will select it. Now, can I invert the selection? Actually, what am I doing? What am I doing, my friends? That is crazy. I just need a hexagon that is an outline. Nothing easier than that. Right? We go to 23 here. We go to this one here. We effed up again. Okay. I will put this here. Now 2 down here. We should be in the exact middle again. Right? Right. Now. This is now. This whole thing is now 64, so it's 33? No, it's 34. 34 divided by 2 is 17. So I will go here, go here, and go here. I fill everything up. I got a hexagon. I select everything. Can I shrink my selection? Selection shrink? No. Then I just... You know what? Let's just do it in a stupid way. 1, 2. Okay, and that was apparently wrong. Because this is not in the middle. Is it now in the middle? If I paint here, it's in the middle. And we go to 17 here. Now this is also not exactly in the middle. So one more time. Bear with me. Amazing. So this worked. This worked as well. And I think that's it. Export yourself as a PNG. Come on, we say hexagon PNG again because this doesn't actually work anyways. Export it. Amazing. Edit this. Now. Beautiful. That is what I wanted it to be. Now I can still probably should get rid of one of this because that I don't really like. So it's a little bit too high for me. Back to here. So the columns, 18 columns is cool, but the number of rows will be 8. Okay, and now I want to shift the whole thing a little bit, which I will just declare on top with the tile width and the tile height, and before that I say map offset x is how much would we do there? It's like not even 32, more like a 16, right? And the map offset y is how much do I want to put it up? Like half a tile, so that one would be 2. So with every position that is an X position, I also add the map offset X in there, and here the map offset Y. And let's run this again. And I have a hex map. I'm happy. I am happy. Cool. So that allowed me to create a grid. Grid is okay. Let's have a look what else we can do. Let's have a look what else we can do. Now to the Trello board. What does my Trello board say? Do you guys see that? Do you folks see that? Set up a hex grid. I think it's done. Now the next one would for me to place actual hex on the hex grid. So I think now I would go for my 64 by 64 hex that I got. So now this is the hexagon thing, and now I want the tile. I just create a new one, call it 64 by 64. Do the same process as before, but instead of going to 17, I go to 15, go here, do this one, do this one. Actually, it seems to be one too big, right? Remove this. And now let us just export this as the tile. So I want to export this as a tile. Amazing. And no more saving, it's just PNGs. Okay. So if I remember correctly, there is a way to tint something. So this function here, it's not a function yet. We can make it a function. We call this function draw grid, and the function. Unexpected keyword. I'm stupid. This is not how you create a function in Minimicro, in Miniscript. It's draw grid is a function that takes nothing, and now I end the function. Right? And inside of this function, I do all of this. And now I just call the draw grid function at the end. And nothing changes because I didn't change anything. I just put it into a function. But that means I can now draw the grid in the end and like put it on top of whatever else I would put. So let's say we also have a tile image here, and I load the image from images and I load tile PNG. So after drawing the grid, I just now want to set, or before actually, I want to add one tile. And I say the tile sprite is a new sprite. And tile sprite image is the tile image. Now let's have a look at the Minimicro wiki for tile tinting, because I remember there was something like that in there. So what do we do? We try to tint. Sprite tint. Tint is the tint color to apply to the sprite image. A tint of color red, for example, make the white pixels in the sprite image appear red. Assigning a tint color with blah 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 blah. Okay. Okay, so we can just tint it like this. So this one is on the sprite. So we can say tile sprite dot tint equals color dot green. And tile sprite dot x equals to how would I now put it at the middle? So I have 19 columns. What's the middle of 19? God damn it. 9.5, so I would probably put it at 9 times. So this is just 9 times the tile width. Right, I can just copy from here. And instead of col, I will just put a 9 in here. And for the height, so the height, the Y position, I will just copy that one. And the row is, how many rows do I have? I have 8 rows, and on a 9 that is uneven, so I have 7 rows, and put it on 4. Let's have a look if and where this would appear. So at the end, now let's push it to the this to the sprites array. And I have a mistake, so there would be an doesn't know x offset. Right, because x offset is this and y offset is this. So for now I will just put them in there. So this is minus tile width, you know, times 0.25 times 9. I will need to write a function for this later. For my quick experiment, I hope this works. Yes. Thank you. And the y offset, as we have one, where there is one, is tile height. So this can become this actually. Look. Oh yeah, remove you. And I got a green tile in kind of the middle of the map. As middly as this map can be. I think there is no middle of the map. But this looks a little bit how I wanted it to look like. Cool. I'm okay with that. Happy-ish is what I would say. Oh, so that is a tile. Now, what happens if I turn around the order of instructions here? Because I would like to not have to draw the grid over and over and over again. Okay. I think I've something. Yeah. I think I could do that by having those things on 2 different displays. Creating one display in front, make it into like this grid, display for now, just creating the grid there. And then that, because I will add other, I will then later add other tiles. So let us look at displays. How do displays work? Display. Display. Here is the display. So 4 is a Sprite display, then 3 would be a text display, and then you can have other displays. So I will leave 4 as for my main things. I have. Do I want to change the mode? I could change this, the 6 to also be Sprite display, and then use display 6 for these. Right? Or instead of push, can't I just say this is this? Like push, but the other way around. So I put it in at the beginning. That does also do what I want to do. Would I want to? Would I want to keep in mind that I from now on always have to put it in front? I think I can do that. Maybe do I even have a good function for that? What can lists do? Lists. List up. List. I can push, remove. I can index. I can replace. I can join. So pop last push, yeah. And is there like no, there is no other way to add at the beginning. So let's do it for now. Like this for now. Good. Amazing. So now that I have that, I want something different. And what I want is, I would want for now this hex to not actually be put there permanently, but follow my mouse, but always be in like always be where in the correct hex thing, right? And to do that, I think I have to figure out how to do like calculation from mouse to hex. Nice. But before I do that, maybe I will take a very short break and get a new coffee and be back in like 5 minutes or something. See you then.